Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. This channel is going to be all about politics. I've just noticed over the last couple of years, I've been fighting more and more with people, and it's getting to a point where I just can't just sit by anymore. So that's what this channel is going to be about. With that being said, I would like to say I'm pretty much a centrist when it comes to most things in politics, or try to be anyway. Some things I'm conservative on, some things I'm liberal on, but for the most part, I feel like I've got a pretty good handle on being pretty center left, somewhere around there. But I saw this today on CNN, and I had to make a video, and I figured this would be a great video to start. The cracks are starting to show. More and more people in the MAGA camp, which I talk to a lot of. I work with a lot of people that are in the MAGA camp, and the cracks are starting to show. More and more people are unhappy with the picks and the people that Donald Trump has basically, chosen to be around him. Right now, it's Elon Musk. I know there's been a lot of pushback with Elon Musk over the years, and I hate to say it, but I know a lot of people think Elon Musk is some kind of moron, because he's on the right and he's done some really stupid things here and there, and says a lot of dumb things, and but I can tell you, being an engineer, being around people like Elon Musk who have Asperger's and are on the spectrum and stuff, I can tell you he's not an idiot. That doesn't mean I agree with him, most of the time, but I can tell you there's a reason why he does the things he does. And right now, we're starting to see the divide between someone like Elon Musk, who does have a plan, who actually probably would implement stuff if he actually could, and Donald Trump, someone who has no plan, who goes by the seat of his pants, has no idea what he's doing day to day, has no long-term plans, nothing. He just doesn't know anything. And, his first 4 years showed that, and, the next 4 years is going to show that too. But I wanted to kick this off because I watched this on CNN this morning, and the more I watch this, the more I just am dumbfounded that we are even in this situation. So let's take a look at this, and we'll kind of break it down together.
Tonight, as President-elect Donald Trump is preparing for a widespread immigration crackdown when he takes office 25 days from now, we're seeing a crack between some of his top advisors and his MAGA base. Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy are both facing major blowback from their own supporters for not only backing, but encouraging offering more visas to highly skilled foreign workers. Over the Christmas holiday, Musk posted this online saying, "Think of this like a pro sports team. If you want your team to win the championship, you need to recruit top talent wherever they may be." He later added, "I'm referring to bringing in, via legal immigration, the top 0.1% of engineering talent as being essential for America to keep winning." He's talking about H-1B visas, which allow employers to hire highly skilled foreign workers. Musk, who himself is from South Africa, said that he once had this kind of visa, and he's arguing that Silicon Valley is facing a shortage of excellent engineering talent, as he put it.
And this gets to my point. The MAGA base, Donald Trump, people like this, the Matt Gaetz of the world, all of them, they don't want immigration at all. They don't want people coming here. They look at themselves as the pure, and this is all based on the Great Replacement theory. Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, one of the big things with them is, they're in business. They're looking at these things from a business point of view of, if I needed, to build a new car in, Elon Musk's case, who would I hire? Would I want, some random person coming over the border, or would I want to get the best engineer, computer scientist, rocket engineer, aerospace engineer? It doesn't matter what he's doing. He's looking at this as a business perspective. The MAGA base doesn't look at anything like that. They don't care about a business perspective. They care about, we don't want foreigners in the United States. And that's all it boils down to. We don't care where they come from. We don't care how smart they are. We don't want foreigners because of this notion of the great replacement theory. The problem that Musk is going to run into is Donald Trump will say this publicly, that he agrees with Musk. But the minute MAGA doesn't agree with that, he'll change his position, and that'll be the end of Musk. That'll be the end of Vivek. So this is where the divide is really going to happen. I said this 4 months ago that Elon Musk is not going to be, will not be in the cabinet for very long. A lot of people don't remember, but he was part of the cabinet in Donald Trump's first administration, on the energy board and stuff like that, and he left that also. He's not going to be there. He's not going to be there very long because, like I said, Musk is coming from this of, hey, if we're going to stop illegal immigration, we should have a process in place, and we should look at getting the best people for the United States. Donald Trump and the MAGA base don't care about that at all. Their whole plan is, do not let foreigners in here. Do not let anybody from any other country in here unless it's, quote unquote, don't let anybody from shithole countries. That's what this is all going to boil down to. And this is why anybody who has seen this go on can tell you right off the bat that this is what it's all about. It's white supremacy. It's very much racism and everything else. That's all this stuff boils down to. And right now, it looks good on paper for Elon Musk and Donald Trump to say, oh yeah, we want the best people here. But the MAGA base, they don't care about the best people. If they're from India, they don't want them here. If they're from China, they don't want them here. That's just what it boils down to. Let's watch a little bit more.
Annual cap on those kinds of visas right now is at $65,000, with another $20,000 for those who get a master's or a doctorate in the U.S. Musk is being backed up by his partner in Trump's government efficiency initiative, Vivek Ramaswamy. He says it's a cultural issue that there aren't more competitive engineers in the U.S. Here's what he said online. A culture that celebrates the prom queen over the math Olympiad champ or the jock over the valedictorian will not produce the best engineers.
And once again, I hate to agree with him, but he's 100% correct. We, as a society in the United States, we don't care about engineers. We don't care about the mathletes. We don't care about the jocks. I mean, we much rather have the jocks. We'll pay millions and billions of dollars to build new stadiums for football teams. But yet, when it comes to researching and developing all kinds of new technology here, if a company doesn't do it in the Silicon Valley, we're just not going to do it. We won't put up the money. We don't educate people. We don't care about that kind of stuff. So he's 100% correct when he says, we care about the jocks over the valedictorians. We do, 100%. So, until that actually changes as a society, that's going to be an ongoing issue. Going forward, the United States is going to lose out on a lot of different things just because we just don't have an educated populace here. Our education system is way too expensive. It's, it's churning out more and more people who are terrible what they do. And it just doesn't work. And the fact is, most of the people who want to learn this stuff, you could basically get the same degree by watching YouTube videos nowadays, studying stuff. If you want to be a coder, why would you ever go to school to get a computer science degree? You can learn how to do it online. The problem is we have built this society around the education system, taking out loans, getting that degree, getting that job. We don't have a good path forward besides bringing in people to actually get those jobs filled. And like I said, this is where this all falls back down to the H-1B visa. That shouldn't have a cap of 60,000 people. It shouldn't have a cap at all. There should be a mandatory test depending on what field you want to go into. And they should be able, you should be letting in millions and millions and millions of people every year on an H-1B visa. But that's not what we're doing now.
Culture that venerates Corey from Boy Meets World, or Zach and Slater over Screech and Saved by the Bell, or Stefan over Steve Urkel and Family Matters will not produce the best engineers. But that argument is not going over well with Trump's MAGA base, certainly not online. Some of them saying, we did not ask them to engineer an immigration policy. Tech wants indentured servants, not high-skilled workers.
Once again, this is why I hate CNN so much. Who gives two shits what Ann Coulter and Matt Gaetz have to say? I mean, literally, all they are is just, they're just talking heads. So what does it matter? Like they have no policies. They have no, they just don't know anything. So why does it matter? Laura Loomer, who gives a shit like what she has to say? But once again, CNN, has to post these things online because they have to get the clicks, or get the views, I guess. But who cares? Like the point is MAGAs, they don't have an immigration policy. Their immigration policy is no more foreigners. That's it. So this whole nonsense of like, oh well, we don't need these people. We don't need that. No. Like I said, I mean, look, first line of that, Vivek Ramaswamy knows that the great replacement is real. Yeah, of course, because that's what it boils down to. That's all this is. It has nothing to do with, bring the best talent and stuff like that. And this is where Donald Trump and Elon Musk are just going to split ways, because Donald Trump, if his supporters say, we don't want foreigners here, we don't care if it's H-1B visas or anything, that's who he's going to listen to. He's not going to listen to reason. He's not going to listen to somebody like Elon Musk, who literally is trying to bring in the best people with the best work ethic. He's just not going to do that. It doesn't matter to him.
You don't even know what MAGA immigration policy is. Now, Trump himself, who I should note restricted H-1B visas in his first term, has said on the campaign trail this time around that he did want to make it easier for educated foreigners to work in the U.S.
What I want to do and what I will do is, you graduate from a college, I think you should get automatically, as part of your diploma, a green card to be able to stay in this country. And that includes junior colleges too. Anybody graduates from a college, you go in there for 2 years or 4 years. If you graduate or you get a doctorate degree from a college, you should be able to stay in this country.
My political sources tonight are for.
Well, there you have it. There's Donald Trump saying it. Why did he restrict it the first time he was president? Because MAGA doesn't want it. So I don't care what he says. He always does what the MAGA base wants. He's going to do this again. He's going to limit H-1B visas again, because once again, it has nothing to do with skilled workers. It has to do with foreigners. If you're brown, they don't want you around. It's just, that's how it is. And until CNN and MSNBC are willing to actually come out and just say, this has nothing to do with this. It's all about racism. That's all we're ever going to get. And I know CNN and Fox News, CNN is not going to come out and say that. Fox News will not come out and say that. So, but there you have it, folks. I mean, this is the argument going on. You know, we're about to see a civil war, if you will, in MAGA over the immigration policy. And, you know, I think he's got 25 days before he's even president. You know, it's going to be a shit show for the next 4 years. And I'm hoping every day that, you know, the country moves in the right direction. But I don't see that happening in any way, shape, or form with this guy being president. So, but please tune back in, hit subscribe if you like what I'm doing. I'm going to try posting at least 2 or 3 videos a week. And any type of breaking news, I'm going to try posting that too. But yeah, this is going to be a wild ride for the next 4 years. And I hope you guys tune back in to see it unfold.